What's up, all you cool kids? This is Daisy Collins of TsunamiRose.net coming at you live from my craft room here in Las Vegas, Nevada, as I do Monday through Friday, bringing you junk journal content and videos. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. How is everybody? Today, I am here to continue work on my sunflower junk journals. These are the ones we made in the last, 2 episodes, and now we are continuing on with I'm going to make a couple of hardcover 3 signature junk journals. Those were single. Now we're working on the 3 signature ones. Hi, Miss Patricia. Hi, Miss Beverly. How are y'all? Okay, so we're going to do the same thing, heat and bond. Heat and bond to the back of the fabric. Oh yeah, we got way too much space, but that's fine. I like to start with probably too much fabric, too much heat and bond, and I'll work my way down. I'll whittle it down from there. God's desire for me. Hello, how are you? Y'all, some crazy stuff happened last night. Oh my God. So last night around 8 o'clock, I'm on my computer and I look out the window because my computer desk faces the window, faces this way. And I see like a fire truck coming by because the red lights caught my eye. And I'm like, is that a fire truck? It's not uncommon. I live in a little area with there's a lot of old people here. And it's not uncommon. And in my area, it's not uncommon for fire trucks, paramedics, police. It's all pretty much every day. So I look at the fire truck and I see that it pretty much stops. Like I'm the first house in the row of townhouses. And so I see that the fire truck is basically right outside my window. It's like right next to my craft room. Outside, of course. And I say, what is happening? Is that fire truck stopping? It stopped right next to my house. And then I turn on my I turn on my camera monitor. I have a camera system in my house around the perimeter of my house. And it points to the backyard, and I see fire people like doing something to the front of the fire truck. They're like getting something out of the fire truck, and I'm like, what is happening right next to my house? So I actually walked outside. And I saw, I'm not going to say they were kids. They look like young adults. Okay, I saw some young adults standing outside. One had their phone out. And they looked like they were recording. And I'm like, what's going on? So I look that way. I'm outside, but I'm looking that way. There's a trash can that is normally in the back of, or it's in the corner back there. Like a big container, one of those big, huge containers for people to put the trash in. And I notice it's freaking on fire. I don't know how to measure, but literally I could throw a rock at it from my house. Like just a really small stone's throw away from my house. I said, oh my God. I literally said, what the And I asked those people outside, I said, how long has that thing been on fire? They said, we called about 10 minutes ago. I can't even believe it took the fire people 10 minutes to get here. They're right across the street. I can't throw a rock at them, but I could see them from my house. But it took them 10 minutes to get here. I mean, I guess that's pretty good. Or is that bad? I don't know. I've never needed to call the fire department. But my trash, not my trash can, but the community trash can was on fire. The fire was probably, it made the height of the, it was the height of the trash can was how high the flames were. And I was afraid because there was a tree. And the tree, there's more houses back there. It starts another row of houses. And there's a tree next to the trash can. This time they put the trash can to the very far right of the tree. So it really wasn't as close to the tree as it normally was, actually. So I was kind of freaking out, like, a little bit, because, I mean, the fire department was there already. But I was more freaking out about the fact that I was sitting here on my computer working, and then there's a fire right behind my house, like, for 10 minutes. That was insane that I did it. How would I have known? Luckily, like I said, I was paying attention to the window, and I saw the fire truck. I'm like, wait, did it just stop right by my house? Like, wow. And it really did. It really did stop right by my house. So, luckily, the fire department put the fire out. And everything was good. But there's always, I live in a very bad neighborhood. And next to my house, there's a flood channel, which is basically like a river, a very, very low river. And it's only filled with water when it rains. But people live under the bridge, people live on the side of the flood channel, and they get pushed out every so often. So it's not very uncommon for them to jump the fence and get into our neighborhood. And since that trash container is there, people are always leaving stuff, people are taking stuff out, it's an everyday thing. I don't even know why that trash can is there. We're paying for it with the HOA fees. But everybody and their mom kind of just comes and throws trash in there. Nobody has to, like, prove that they live here to throw trash in there. And my parents said that that's never happened to them. They lived here for about 15 years, I believe. More than 10 years they lived in this property. And that had never been an issue. So yeah, it was scary. It was scary. And what I don't like to think about it, but, like, what would I do with my cat? I was thinking of trying to train him. Is there a way to, like, train the cat to, like, go in? Because, right, I was thinking, isn't there, like, a way to train the cat to, like, go in their crate, like, in case of an emergency, or their, like, safe spot or something? Because that's, like, one of my fears. What would I do with my cat if there was a fire? Because he's not going to go in the crate. To him, the crate is like when we take him to the vet. So I guess I'd have to get him used to, like, the crate or something. I don't know. It's dark thoughts, but I have thought about it before. Because I'm sure he would go and hide. That's just natural for him. But I've thought about that. I've thought about, what would I grab if my house was on fire? I would grab my hard drive, and that's all I would worry about. My hard drive. Because I need my hard drive to work. Anyways, how was y'all's weekend? So my house almost caught on fire. No, I'm just kidding. There was a fire near my house, and I went to a quinceañera this weekend. It was nice. Those are this weekend's events for me. How is everybody? I've got to start picking out what pages I want to go into these signatures soon, since I'll have actual And Miss Jen, hi Miss Jen, you just missed the story. And my aunt, okay, I didn't go live on Friday. Okay, so on Friday, I got my desk all ready. I was ready to go live and sew my note cards. And then, like, I got the thread on my machine. I made a bobbin. I put the bobbin in. I threaded my needle, and then I went to put the foot down, and then I realized there's no foot on my sewing machine. My aunt had just borrowed it, and I just kind of put it down on my desk, and I didn't think about it for a couple of days, or for that day, and then I go to get going on sewing, and I have no foot on my little sewing machine. Crate training is a good idea. Leave food in his crate to get him used to going in there. I'll have to do that, Miss Patricia. I'll have to look it up because I have thought about it. Like I said, right now, the crate to him is just, we're going to the doctor. And so he hates it. If he hears me bringing that crate or he sees that crate, he runs for it. I'll have to do that. And so I had to order a sewing foot for my machine. First, I had to download the manual online because I don't know where my manual is. I had to look it up if it was even called a sewing foot because I couldn't remember if that's what it was called. And I looked it up. I found the name. I found the part number. I didn't find it on Amazon. I had to buy it off some like sewing website. I don't know. It was only $16, but like, yeah, my sewing foot. And I looked through all my stuff. I don't have an extra one of those sewing feet. I have extra of all the other feet that it came with, but not the main regular sewing foot. And I was kind of bummed out because it wasn't on Amazon. Because it normally is on Amazon. So it's probably coming in the next couple days. But like, what a bummer. I have never lost that thing in my life. I have never lost a foot, ever. Ever, never, ever. And my aunt said that she was sorry, but she doesn't see it at her house. She's like, I'll pay for it. I'm like, it's just $16. It's fine, whatever. It could have happened to anybody. It could have happened to me. It's fine. What are you going to do? What did I do with the foot? Girl, I don't know. She says she didn't remove anything. She says she didn't touch anything like that. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Oh. And I went to my friend's house, my friend Santos, and I know how to make SVGs now. Yay! So now I can start making SVGs in my store. I opened a second Etsy store, but I don't think I want a second Etsy store. I might just make it, put the stuff that I had there on my first one. I'm trying to sell, like, as well as junk journals. I'm trying to diversify into SVGs now. So hopefully that goes well for me. And I was doing something wrong. I had designed something and it wasn't working for him in Cricut Space. And then we figured it out. And now I know what to do. I'm trying to get the glue off of here. Glue. This dust stuff is. Okay, last one. Okay. I'm starting to feel better. Miss Jen, what happened? Did she check under the seat of her car? I don't know, girl, maybe. I asked her to look. She said she didn't see anything. So what are you going to do? So this edge, yeah. I probably don't even need this edge. Why is this edge rolled up? I already ordered it. It's on its way. You went to the ER. Oh no, darling. Are you better? Are you okay? What's happening? Let's see. Is it this way? There we go. You're okay. Worried about your appendix. Ooh. That sounds scary. Diverticulitis. Oh, you get I have acid reflux. I hate it. I have to eat a lot of pineapple. Yeah, acid reflux is the worst. Okay, so this is mounting. Wait, what are you looking at? There must be a bug or something. Like a little spider, maybe, because whenever he like fixates on something, I'm like, what are you looking at? That's usually like a little spider or something. What happened, Boo? You getting it, Boo? Must be something. I think it was corn. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, I love my iron, Miss Cheryl. My iron. It's definitely an upgrade. It's just lighter than the other irons. That's why I got it. But also, it's nice that it's technically, it says it's cordless, but like this is cordless, but it has a corded base. See, this is the base for it, and it has cord. I love it. I had this iron off for a minute, right? How long have I had it? Maybe, did I get it last year? I've had it for a minute now. I love it. Okay. I want to say we're all done with this process here. Oh, I still have to go look for fall fabrics so I can make a fall journal. I might even make a Halloween journal. I don't know, you guys. I'm going to try. I've been so slow with junk journals lately. I did make some Valentine's Day journals this year. I just never finished them. I did get them made, though. We'll finish them next year. We'll decorate them next year. I haven't been in the Valentine's Day mood. Plus, I gotta design more stuff for it. But for now, they're ready to be decorated. Okay. I'm gonna move this off to the side. I'm gonna let it cool down. Was it last year? You know what? You're right. It was like probably around November. Yeah, I remember I splurged on a lot of things in November of last year. I think that's when I even got my new scanning cup. Okay. Okay. Okay, so we need, what do we need? Not craft paper, packing paper. We need packing paper. Should I cut this out? Yeah, that's gonna be annoying. Probably get my rotary cutter, but oh my god, I just don't want to right now. Just gonna cut alongside. Yes, fabric paper, that's what we're making. You're gonna glue this fabric onto this paper. This is just too much glue on the side. And I just try and avoid getting glue on my iron as much as possible. If you did iron this down and you let it cool down, you can just rip the glue off, but I don't want to deal with that right now, so we're just going to do it here. Even if it's all messed up again. Okay, so now we've basically made our piece of fabric into a sticker. Okay. Again, I'll reiterate for the millionth time, you will get 5 yards of heat and bond in this package. In the minimum size, I believe, is 5 yards. You will also get 5 yards of this paper. And you can paint on top of it. You can glue on it. You can do a lot of things with this before you toss it out. Okay, so now we are going to adhere this shiny part to the paper. Let's make room for, I don't know if there's room for another one, but maybe there is. I don't think there is, but whatever. Okay, so now let's iron it down. I made myself a little iced coffee. I made myself a cup of coffee this morning and I didn't feel like drinking it. Put it in the fridge. Bam. Tonight's iced coffee. Yes, I do have a cup with my logo on it. I did commission a custom glittery cup with my logo on it. I've come to that. I am that girl now. Okay. So just to be safe, I'm going to put this here. I'm going to flip it over. Oops, I got caught on my cable. I'm going to flip it over. And we're actually going to iron on the back of this. This is just a lot easier to melt the glue. I do that to a mug that says Cheryl's Craft World. Awesome. I want to get one that's sublimated because these glitter cups, while they are great, I don't know, maybe it's the person I got it from, but like the edge of this is starting to like crack a little bit. And I didn't realize the epoxy and everything makes it so chunky, and it's turning yellow. So I might get one sublimated in the near future. Because I could see the faults in this now that I've had it for a number of years. As your boss, I should have one. Oh, wow, Miss Jen. She wants more perks. She wants higher pay than she already gets. Miss Jen. I got a coffee cup with Heavenly Gifted today on it. Nice. Gotta have them custom cups. you gotta stay on brand. You know, you gotta stay on brand these days. That's what you gotta do. You gotta be like McDonald's. We're all cup snobs. I guess I am. I got this is my water cup. I specifically only drink water out of this black Starbucks cup. It's this. I drink more water now because of it. Isn't that silly? I literally drink more water because I love that cup. And I don't like the bigger cups. It has to be that size cup. I can't drink out of a regular cup that doesn't have my name on it. That's weird. I'm just kidding. And then I still have the plans to make my husband, when I get with Miss Monique, Miss Misfit Crafter, and she's going to help me make some custom mugs for my husband. Because he's always drinking out of my mugs, and I'm sick of it. I'm just kidding. He looks silly drinking out of my mugs. And I don't know why he doesn't think about spending money on mugs of his own. He just uses my mugs like whatever. I'm the one with the problem. He is secure in his manhood enough to drink out of my flowery cat mom cups. But I want to get him his own cups. So I'm going to... You need a cup for the peeps that says I'm one of the cool kids. Oh. Maybe I could design something. I don't know. I've never thought of myself as somebody who needed merch. I'm just little old me, you know? But maybe I'm wrong. If you would like merch, leave me a comment in the video. If you're not right here in this live, let me know. Because I don't know. I've played around with the idea, but then I'm like, who am I? You know, that's what that's what I end up thinking. It's like, who am I? Why would anybody want anything about me? Like, what? Also, your DT needs merch. Oh my gosh. Miss Cheryl, have a good night. I hope you feel better. Okay. I don't think it's going to fit any more than just one of these per page. It happens. Again, this is packing paper. You could also use tissue paper. If the fabric is a solid, like this is a cotton, like 100% cotton. And so I can, it's really solid. Now there's some textiles, some fabrics that are a little bit lighter. They're a little bit more see-through. They're not all cotton. So I would suggest you get closer to a 100% cotton blend rather than polyester. There are some in-betweens, but you want more cotton. If your fabric is shiny, don't use this method. If your fabric is more polyester than cotton, I would not do this procedure with it. Because it's basically plastic and you're adding heat, so it literally shrinks. Ask me how I know. It shrinks. So now I stay away from poly blends. I try and look out for more cotton fabrics. Not entirely 100% cotton. But like I said, specifically when you start looking, I use, this is fabric from Joann's, but sometimes, and most of the times, actually, not most times, usually I use bed sheets. And I just make sure I don't buy like 100% cotton bed sheets. I just make sure that the fabric is not shiny. If your fabric is shiny, it's not going to work out. It's not going to work out with this procedure. Because you're adding heat to plastic and it just melts, it shrinks, it shrivels. It's no good for this. So anyways, if your fabric is a little bit more see-through, you want to use this packing paper because it's more opaque. I could possibly, with this fabric, because it's nice and thick and not see-through, I could possibly use tissue paper. But if your fabric is see-through, I would not use tissue paper. I would use packing paper. Marty. Hi, Marty. How are you, Marty? Hello. I didn't notice that Letitia said she was stuffing her face with tacos. Nice. Jen, you didn't hear my story, Jen. You came right after I finished telling it. There was a trash can on fire behind my house yesterday. Last night. At 8. It was cray-cray. Cray-cray, like right behind my house. I texted my mom and she called me right away. I was looking at the fire being put out outside when I was on the phone with her. And she's like, no, I don't like that neighborhood. It's just getting worse. And the HOA fees are going to go up. And I told your dad we should sell that property. And I'm like, Ma, I'm living here. Even if they raise the HOA fees on me, it's cheaper than I could find anywhere else. Yeah, there was a fire. We have a trash container back there. One of those big trash containers. It's supposed to be for the neighbors or whatever to throw their trash in. But there's always, like I was saying, there's always somebody putting trash in, taking trash out, doing whatever they do by trash cans. Girl, I don't know. I live in a terrible neighborhood, but I'm okay with it. But someone must have, I assume someone must have thrown maybe a cigarette or something. There's always homeless people wandering around that trash can. So I'm thinking maybe somebody threw a cigarette or something, but it's so dry out here. It's full of trash. That thing caught on fire. I'm just saying I assume somebody threw a trash can, a cigarette in there. I don't know why. If you were trying to be malicious, you would probably light the tree next to the house on fire. So I just assume it was an accident of sorts. If there were any vermin back there, they're gone now. Oh my God. It's actually pretty clean trash. It's weird to say, but it's all just stuff. People put stuff back there, like couches and stuff like that. I haven't seen any rats around. But, it's probable. It's a city, so maybe. I hated when I had a big trash can behind my house. I would get invaded by flies. Luckily, that's not an issue. The issue is my biggest issue is, why is that trash can even out there? I'm paying for that trash can to be there, And I can 100% guarantee you that that trash can does not get full every month from people in this neighborhood. That it's like literally impossible. I feel like companies or people or something know that there's a trash can here that you can throw stuff in. So they come and they throw stuff in there. And then there's people that collect trash to do whatever they do with trash, and people come and take trash. It's a whole like little cycle that that corner goes through. I say get rid of the trash can, put up a fence and some like fake cameras or something, and say no dumping and done. You know what I mean? But then I don't know. Like even my dad before he left, he's like, "Oh, I'm coming by to drop some stuff in the trash can." Even my dad, like they know the trash can's there. They know it's always there, and they can throw trash in it. And you don't even have to throw the trash inside. You can even leave it outside the trash can, and they'll put it in the trash. I don't know what happens, but it's gone. People take it, or the trash people put it in the trash can before they take it. I don't know. I don't know the whole deal. But other than that, like, I had never seen it on fire. It was crazy to see it on fire. Luckily, somebody saw it on time and saved us. Somebody saved us. I'm worried about that tree. That tree shouldn't. It was sticking out a lot, actually. Luckily, the tree didn't catch on fire, because then that row of houses would have been in trouble. I should be using my fabric scissors for this, because it's all fabric, or whatever. Whatever, it's fine. Ugh. I'm done. I'm sick of cutting it. Doesn't matter. What just disconnected? I hope nothing I was using, because the thing is disconnected. Oh yeah, it's so dry. It's so dry right now. So I just think somebody maybe like sip a cigarette or something and just threw it in there. I don't know. Which is kind of a dumb thing to do. It's not a very nice thing to do, actually. Oh, here's my fabric scissors. And I don't know. I don't know why that tree. We have they come and do maintenance here every once in a while. But then my mom was like, "Oh, is it hot? Maybe it was because of the sun." It was already 8 something. There was no sun at that point to have lit anything on fire. I'm like, no, it was somebody. Could have burned down that one. Yeah, but the big containers for people have furniture and stuff to throw away. I don't know who in this community decided that we're just going to be like charity trash pickup for everybody in the neighborhood. But they've decided that's what they're going to do. I don't know if they're going to take that away. I don't know. This HOA has been really upset at vandalism and stuff. I could have burned down that one big. What's that one big tree in Vegas? What are you talking about? One big tree in Vegas? Did I not? I never heard about this. Okay. All right. We are getting this done. This print is so pretty. It's upside down right now, but it's like they're bicycles. Bicycles. Well, I had my hubby help me cut up my chipboard so that maybe I can get one done right now. Maybe I can get one. I'm getting upset because my neighbor keeps tying up a boxer to a tree and leaving it all there all dang day with hardly any water. That's hard. It's hard to even report that too, because you can report it on the day that they get there. The dog has water. They'll be like, "Well, the dog has water now." So it's so hard to deal with animals and abuse until something bad happens. It's hard. It's difficult, but that's mean. The least I can do is give it water. That's why I don't have dogs or anything like that, because they require so much energy, and I don't have it, so I don't have a dog. So don't have dogs if you don't want to deal with your dog. It just makes no sense, people. Then sometimes they go out there and are brushing it, smacking it when they brush it. What the heck? You have HOA? I don't know if there's anything in the HOA rules that says you can't leave your dog outside. Does it bark? Maybe you can complain about its barking and they'll have to take it indoors. There you go. Complain about its barking. Make it up. And they'll tell them to put it inside. I would do that. That's what I would do. That's not nice. Y'all be nice to your animals. They aren't supposed to leave it like that unattended. I think here in Nevada, it's illegal to leave your animals outside without AC. Because it's so hot here, you can't do that. So I don't know how it works out there. But like I said, I would just complain that keep complaining, girl. Just keep complaining that it barks. Just keep doing it. Today I left it in the rain. Oh man, that's so mean. Just go. That's so mean. Okay, is this done? Make sure everything gets nice and melted and adhered. Okay, this is looking pretty good. Pretty good, pretty good. Okay. Okay. We're all done with that. Oh, this heat under here feels pretty good on my hands. Okay, so Let me move this out of the way. And I'm going to turn this iron off. Okay. Okay. There's my things. Where are my things? Rubber cutter. Why is my seat so low? Okay, here we go. Bye, Miss Letitia. Have a good night. Okay, so let's see what we're doing over here. Okay. I like to start off with a nice, as straight as I can get with the edges. It just makes me feel better. There we go, right there. Let's see. Okay. Okay. There we go. We got this one done. So, see if I can put one together maybe. Oh yeah, I cut way too much off. Okay, so my chipboard, y'all know, is an 8.5 by 11 sheet of chipboard that I get from Amazon. I'll list it in the description down below. Basically, it is the thickness of 2 pieces of cereal box. I used to glue 2 pieces of cereal box together, and this is the same exact, what's it called? Thickness. Okay. So, what do I need? I need more stuff. I need glue. I need a silicone brush. Where's my glue? There's glue in here. Oh, there's another glue bottle right here. Okay. Okay, so here's what we're going to do first. I need a pencil. Oh my goodness. Hang on, y'all. I'm wandering around trying to gather up all my stuff. I'm such a mess. Okay, here we go. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I need to map out where I'm gonna lay this page out. If I do it all willy-nilly, somehow it doesn't end up coming out right. So, what I'm gonna do is So again, this cover is 8.5 by 11. I cut it in half. The sheet I cut it in half. There's my covers. This is 2.25 wide inch spine. Here's what the sheet looks like. And I use this to kind of map out where my covers are going to go, because I need to make sure it has at least 1/2 inch. Right now I'm doing 1 inch just to make sure I get everything correct. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark the top. I'm going to mark this side. And I'm going to mark the bottom. And this is because before, whenever I used to just kind of lay down the pieces, they would end up going like this somehow, like all the pieces would end up going this. So I said, okay, I'm not going to trust myself no more. Look at this. This thing's a mess now. That's fine. I can still use it. So what we need, like I said, I use a lot of these surfaces to add glue. So we're going to add some glue to this piece of here, thingamajiggy. What are we doing? What are we doing? I love that fabric. Yes, this fabric is from Dollar Tree. So go check out your Dollar Tree. Maybe they have it there. Go check that. I was shocked too. They actually have 2 different sunflower fabrics from what I've seen. I only saw one in my store though, but I've heard there's 2 of them. Getting a nice amount of glue here, not too much, not too little. You'll get used to it soon enough to knowing how much is too much or too little. You'll figure it out. You gotta learn. You just gotta learn. You want to make sure you get enough glue on your edges and that they don't dry out, because the glue does dry out. So you want to make sure you get enough on the edges. Okay. I'm using a little technically this is what is it called? A silicone face brush. But now the art world has adopted to these silicone brushes, and I believe they're available at Michael's as silicone brushes. But you should be able to find them also at the Dollar Tree, the dollar store, and in the beauty section. Okay. So this cover I decided is going to go right here. So I just make sure I kind of put it where I said it was going to be. There we go. Okay. So next I need, I should have brought my whole cart over here. Hang on. There it is. It is. You can use these 2. I have this scraper. It's kind of like a scraper from We Are Memory Keepers. I love it. We're going to make sure we get a nice, it's going to pull out some glue. So I'm careful with that. You want to make sure it makes good adhesion with the surface. And we're good here. Let's see. If I do 2.25, it's alligator mouth. Jen needs to add 1 inch extra to every spine. She thinks 2 inches. She ends up needing 3. You're funny. No, for me 2.25 is good. I try not to make things too bulky. So it does sometimes end up a little bit thick, but that's fine. Okay, so I have this piece of book. And it just has a nice thickness. I don't know how thick this is. But just if you tear apart a book ever in your life, keep it one side of the cover. And I put it up against this piece of the cover here. And I draw a little space. I draw a line. And that's the space that I'm going to keep between my cover and the spine. And keeping this book, it kind of just helps me keep everything consistent so that it's the same on both sides of the spine. You do need this little space here to help the book close. So that's why it's there. Okay, so next piece that we need to glue is the spine. So let's do that. Miss Jen, you're funny. Well, you got to learn your own preferences. That's why some people, when they ask, oh, how many inches for this many signatures? Everybody's actually different. So if you decorate with really extra chunky embellishments and really, fun stuff, it's the same is not going to work for everybody. Some people only decorate like half the pages. Some people decorate less than that. And so their dimensions will work differently. But you just got to make journals and see how you make them and accommodate, Okay, so now we put this piece here up against the line that we drew. Okay. And again, I'm going to go and scrape it, make sure it makes good adhesion between the chipboard and the fabric paper here. Okay, next is this other side now. Hang on, I'm a mess. hang on. Okay, I got this. You say go big or go home, Miss Jen. You're funny. Everybody's got their own style. It's all good. That's why there's no problem. Start your own YouTube channel. Do your own tutorials, even if it's already been done 50 million times, because it might be different. Whew, I caught that sneeze on time. I just sneezed. Thought I muted it. Okay, I caught another one. Sorry. It's just that time. Okay, I'm adding glue. Okay. There we go. Wow, I yelled with that one. I don't know why. Okay. Ooh, I'm glad I get to finish one today. That'd be great. Gotta push the glue where it needs to be. There we go. Okay, so this needs to go. Oh, that's what I didn't do. Didn't mark where it's supposed to go. There we go. One moment, you guys. I gotta blow my nose. Okay, hopefully it leaves me alone. Okay, so now this is what we got. How cute is that? That is so cute. Okay, so let's finish it off. We got those all glued down. So now what we need to do is we need to cut away, and we only need 1/2 inch around the whole cover. How much we actually need. Okay. Ooh, Miss Beverly. Good night, girlfriend. Okay. Are going. Oh, did I tell you I want to go buy another roll of this? I can technically make 2 of these. Technically. Okay, so now we have this 1/2 inch all the way around. So what we need to do is I draw a little triangle here where the edges of this are. A little triangle in between where I call this a gutter. This is a gutter too. So right here in between the gutter, you draw a little triangle. And we're going to cut that off. Fail. Okay. Okay. And then, am I really? And then what we need to do is we need to fold these little corners in. And what you want to make sure is that you make them like this right here. This has to be, how do I explain it? You want to make sure that I imagine a little square right here. You see how this would form a little square right here? You want to make sure that you're not like this. You want to make sure that you're not like this off to the side. You want to make sure this makes a nice, this would make a nice perfect little square right there. And that is important because it makes it a better fit. Before I used to make sure that that was a nice little square, as I call it. I used to not get such nice, perfectly looking corners, but now I do, and I love it. Because I make sure I get a nice little corner there. And over here. Okay. So now So now, honestly, you have to be so careful though, because you don't want to get glue on your fabric cover. That's what you want to be careful about. You don't want to get glue on your cover. Okay. So I work with the long side first. Okay. Chunk of glue off here. Go in there. There we go. Okay, so I'm going off camera. I'm kind of going to flap it up and down so that the glue dries a tiny, tiny little bit. Daisy, how is hubby liking his new job? He's okay. Just like I tell my mom, you know, nobody wants to work. So he's not like, oh, I love it. It's a dream come true. It's a job, and he's fine doing it. And he's going every day, so. Is he loving it? I don't think so. But like I said, it's a job he can do. He's happy he doesn't have to deal with, he says locals. That's what he says. His words, not mine. Because I guess it's more like an upscale. It's more like a hotel. It's more like a hotel where like your company would pay for you to stay at. You know what I mean? So you're not really dealing with vacationers exactly. It's more business people like that. I guess it costs like $300 to $500 a night to stay there, I guess. So it's less of a domestic party crowd. So in that case, because he's worked at Motel 6, and that was a mess. So he's happy this is nothing like Motel 6, you know. He's way happier he doesn't have to deal with the Motel 6 business at this place because they charge more, so you're not exactly dealing with the same clientele. He's far away from the strip, so it's just less problems than if he was at any other hotel. So he's happy with that. But like I said, I mean, who really wants to work? Nobody wants to work. So like I said, for me to tell you, oh, this is his dream job, he's so happy. Not really. It's a job. He's doing it. And that's it. It's a job and he's doing it. Other than that, I don't think he likes it. But he works at night times 2 days a week. And then he works swing shift 3 days. I could have left a little bit more extra fabric right there, but that's fine. It'll get covered up by my corners. But you know, it is what it is. We're doing it. He's working. Like the hotel you used to do events for. I never did hotel events. I did conventions, and I would go everywhere. Sometimes it was at a casino. Sometimes most of the time it was conventions, the convention center. But sometimes it was at the Palazzo, or sometimes we'd go to a different event somewhere else. But yeah, I'd always be at different places doing those events. Okay, so here it is, you guys. Here's the blue cover one. We'll work on the other sunflower ones tomorrow. Maybe we could both of them done tomorrow. But anyways, here's the first one. What do you guys think? What do you think, you guys? Isn't that such a pretty print? Again, this is at the Dollar Tree, guys, so go look at your Dollar Tree. There's 2 different sunflower fabrics at the Dollar Tree. This is the only one I found, but maybe you'll have better luck than me. Okay, you guys, that's going to be it for me tonight. This has to dry. And then we'll be back tomorrow to do the other 2 if you guys want to come and check me out. I appreciate y'all's support in my shop. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me tonight. I think I have the hiccups. And yeah, that's it for me tonight, you guys. I'll be back to hang out with y'all tomorrow. And I hope everybody has a good night and a good day tomorrow. Bye.